When you work in radio,
Yeah.
you kind of get used to all the weird and awkward stuff happening constantly on the show.
It's true.
Yeah, you get desensitized
Totally.
almost.
Like that one
Jaded.
time when
Yeah.
Jose tried to pick up one of the promo girls right after she got fired.
What? She's not
Yeah.
your employer
Yeah.
anymore.
We're kind of desensitized to other people's weird emotions.
I expect nothing less.
He saw the wounded deer and he went for that
yeah.
one in the herd.
I told her I'd pay because I know she can't afford
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. See, it takes something extra cringe to make us feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And that's why every now and again, we have to test ourselves with a segment called Plead the Fifth.
Oh, no!
Where we're forced to answer super embarrassing questions about our personal lives.
Oh, my God.
And it's going to be extra awkward today because we're doing a special Valentine's edition.
Oh,
So make sure to
really?
text in your suggestions for probing questions
Oh,
that
no.
you
Why you
should
gotta
be
use
asked
that
about.
verb.
What, probing?
Yes.
Well, you don't know what type of questions are going to come out when we discuss our love lives. It's a brand new Plead the Fifth
Oh,
right
my
after
gosh.
this. When you talk about the most uncomfortable feelings in the world, there's sitting on a wet toilet seat,
Oh, God.
waking up 5 minutes before your morning alarm goes off, and then playing this game. It's Brooke and
man.
Jeffrey in the morning, and it's been a while, so we have to dive right back into the game that we all fear the very most, called Plead the Fifth.
God.
Oh, and you hear the reaction from the people in studio. They're not
Yeah.
lying. If you're not familiar, this is where we go around the room and get asked a series of very uncomfortable questions. Sometimes they're scandalous or just flat out embarrassing.
I would say humiliating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
They're questions that would force us to reveal things about our personal lives that we normally wouldn't share in normal conversations with
Yeah.
each other.
And come up.
And that's even us. Like,
Yeah.
like a normal person would never utter these things ever. They would take it to their grave.
Totally. And the rule is each person only gets to plead the fifth and not answer a question one time.
God, so when do you use it?
Right, that's
You
the
know?
question. After that, you have to answer the rest completely truthfully. And
Oh, man.
because we're fresh off of Valentine's, all of today's questions, I am horrified to admit, are going to be romantically themed. So these could be about
Dangerous.
previous relationships, crushes, dates that we've gone on.
Oh, man.
Anything romantic is on the table. So let's get right to the shameful stuff.
It's like my skin starts to crawl. I get like, okay, I'm ready.
I know.
Let's go, Jeff. Let's do this.
We're
Like a
starting
Band-Aid.
our
I cringed
first
it myself.
round of Plead the Fifth Valentine's edition. Digital Jake, you're the one that has all the questions, so go ahead, take it away.
We'll start with Brooke Fox.
Thank goodness.
Brooke, you have a long history of offers fraternizing.
Oh,
Give-
Office. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
heard offers.
I
and
heard
was like,
frat-
guys offered a
No,
fraternize?
I heard frats, and I was like, well, that too.
Brooke's been there.
Brooke, give us the first and last name of the most recent promo kid you hooked up with.
Most recent, because there have been several.
Or you could plead the fifth.
Do you even remember who the last one was?
Oh, my God, you
It must
guys.
have been so long ago.
It was before your marriage.
Yeah, it was definitely.
that's why-
Yeah,
Thank,
so
thank you.
that was a while back.
She got defensive, and we were.
I know. It wasn't that long. Only 40 years.
I was like, yeah, it must be hard to remember. Oh, really? Yeah.
What are you going to name the guy?
I don't know, because
You don't remember, do you?
She remembers him.
I'm worried that he listened.
Well, then he already knows. It's not going to be a shock to him.
That would be bad.
That would be
Did I
bad if
work
he didn't
here?
even know that it happened.
You know, it's like some people here on the radio, you'd like to call you out for sleeping with them, but he's like, no,
Oh, please don't say that.
Don't give me that reputation.
It's one thing to share my information. Like, if you wanted me to say I hooked up with a promo kid before, yeah, sure, okay, yeah.
Got
I mean, I
it.
like to say promo man because kid sounds weird, but
Promo
yes.
He
child.
was after you were done with it.
But
Boy, Jake.
I don't think I could share his information.
Oh, you're going to plead the fifth?
On the first question.
that's
There was
risky.
just some bad blood.
Oh.
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, Jared. She's pleading the fifth. She's not going to name
After
you.
all that?
All right.
Oh, good luck the rest of the game,
So
Brooke.
now Brooke has to answer anything Jake gives her.
Yep, that's the rule.
All right, Brooke pled the fifth.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I did it.
So we'll move on. Next question. We're going all the way back around the room, back to Brooke again. And you cannot plead the fifth.
No!
Yes,
You should have said his name, Brooke.
I love this game.
Thank you.
Brooke, your next question.
Oh my goodness.
Tell us your most embarrassing college hookup story. And you cannot plead the fifth.
All right, Brooke, what is it?
Oh. Do you
I
know
have
it,
two.
or are you thinking?
I have two, and
Okay.
I think the one that made me
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
made me most uncomfortable still to this day. Like I don't know if I'd have ever shared this with you guys, but there was
Oh.
this guy that I had the biggest crush on. And finally he was in a frat and I was in his bedroom and we were finally like making out and I was like, yes.
Been waiting for
This
that.
is happening. And so I was getting maybe more ahead of him than he was. There. So like I ended up just totally naked in his bed.
Oh, wow.
That
you
was
were just
by your
derobing.
own doing.
You were derobing
She
yourself.
disrobed herself.
Bruce Almighty.
Okay, yeah.
Throwing the clothes off.
Motion.
Why do I think it's right when you walked in the door?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that he's doing the same thing.
Oh no.
He then suddenly flips on the light
Oh.
Uh-oh.
and he's fully clothed. And,
Oh no.
and he grabs Harry Potter, the book, and he asks me if I want to read it with him.
No! That is so
What?
Oh
cringe.
my God.
No, he had boobs in front of his face and he chose Harry Potter.
Let me do something that actually turns me on. Chapter 14 of Harry Potter. Here we go. I'm gonna get
I didn't
hot.
know what to do. I didn't know if I should get up and put my clothes back
Yeah,
on or if I like try to act cool.
You're like,
Which
is this
did you do?
Sexy
So-
Harry Potter in bed?
I just laid there totally naked with the covers up while he read Harry Potter out loud.
Oh.
And nothing else happened the rest of the night.
I was going to say, please don't tell me that was like your first time.
I
or
waited
something.
for him to go to the bathroom and I put my clothes on and I said, well, I'm going to go now.
Oh,
And now you're
no.
reading Harry Potter with your kids.
It's disturbing
Please
now.
tell me you're not naked.
That is honestly the reason I never read it when it first came out because I was so traumatized
Oh
from that
my
experience.
God.
Wow, okay.
That
my
was
God.
amazing, Brooke.
If you're just tuning in, we're playing a game
Wow.
called
I'm
Plead
so
the Fifth
uncomfortable.
Valentine's Edition, where we're all asked a series of very personal, revealing questions about our love lives. We can
that
only
was
plead the
great.
fifth on one of them. Brooke pled the fifth the first time, so that story had to come out. We
Loved
have to
it.
answer the rest truthfully. Now we're on to the next person. Who is it, Jake?
We're up to Alexis.
Oh, what about Brooke a third time?
Ladies.
Okay,
God.
Alexis.
Alexis, what is the most manipulative thing you've ever done to get yourself a date?
A date.
Or you could plead the fifth.
Oh, don't even say
I
like
wonder.
I don't have to do anything.
You know.
Dates just come to
I'm
me.
not manipulative.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
fine. Desperate. What's the most desperate thing you ever did to
No,
get
I'm
yourself
just kidding.
a date?
I am manipulative.
Yeah, okay.
sometimes. Well, in college, I planned on breaking up with the guy anyways because I liked someone else.
Of course.
So I thought, like, two birds, one stone, you know? So, like, the guy I had a crush on, I know where he lived, and I know he always had his apartment window open because he'd, like, talked about it.
Okay, wow.
So I decided...
stalked him.
Talked about it?
No, I didn't stalk him. I decided... I was breaking up with the guy over the phone, so I thought, why not take a walk while I break up with him on the phone outside the open window
You
of
met him in the middle?
the crush's apartment?
So the crush would hear that you're
yeah,
What a
exactly.
coincidence.
So he's up in his room with the apartment window happens to be open while I'm below there breaking up with the guy on the phone.
How loudly were you talking?
Listen to me. How loud do I talk already?
Pretty loud.
I don't have to go that much more. Usually like the second story. And then I broke up with one, and then sure enough, I got a text.
Yeah.
You did? Yeah.
That works.
It's like, yeah, we're totally broken up, and it sucks because I really wish someone would kiss me right now.
Gentlemen, leave your windows open if you're
Yeah.
at home in case
That's a
Alexis
good
walks
tip.
That was
by.
pretty
You never know.
manipulative.
Yeah.
All right. Brooke's down, Alexis is down, and
Oh,
that
boy.
leaves just two people, Jose and I.
Oh.
We need to spill the truth no matter how much it hurts.
Oh,
We're
man.
going to do it when we come back for
Oh, my
more
God.
Plead the Fifth
Oh, we have to
Valentine's
wait?
Edition.
Oh, my
We're going to
gosh.
play a song and continue right after this. If you're just joining us, we're in the middle of Plead the Fifth Valentine's Week edition. where all the hosts have to answer difficult personal questions about ourselves.
And I do
Yeah.
not appreciate the text message questions that are coming in right now.
I do.
They are so inappropriate.
Go after Brooke all you want.
Yes.
Because we each have to answer all these questions and be completely 100% truthful about our previous relationships, crushes, and romantic dalliances.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? Because our producer's forcing us. That's why. And I'm worried because Jose and I have not gone yet.
Yes,
We've only heard
finally.
from Brooke and Alexis. It's already been pretty awkward, but we have to continue. So, Jake,
Oh my gosh.
who's up next?
Jose,
Knew this was gonna happen.
All right,
please
Jose.
step up to the microphone of truth.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Jose, what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for a woman, but it ended up being cringy?
Ooh. Oh my God.
Oh.
So this is interesting to me because I don't feel like you ever think your romantic gestures are cringy. Do
no,
you?
not
That's
okay.
true.
So not now, but my whole life since I was a child, I was romantic.
Okay.
no.
And so I did. I know
Jose
that's
came out of the womb with a bouquet of roses.
I was Mr. writing Valentines for the girls in grade school.
Yeah.
I like romantic gestures, which is what leads me to this one.
So there is a cringy
There
one.
is a moment because, you
Are
know,
you
you're
gonna tell
thinking
us?
of romantic things to do. I am going to tell you, it's been long enough, and I don't even remember what the girl's name is.
Okay.
So it was like 5th grade, maybe.
Okay.
Okay. And I had a big crush on this girl, and I was like, tomorrow at school,
Oh.
I am going to wow her. I'm going to memorize this whole love song.
Wow.
Every verse.
Are you gonna
It was
sing
from
it?
my mom's oldies album. And it was called Dizzy. If anybody knows Dizzy, my head is spinning. Yeah,
Oh, I do know that song.
yeah,
in my
it's
life.
like, it's very, 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 very old. Anyway, so
But
I was
romantic.
like, I'm going to sing her, well, I don't know, I guess.
Okay.
I was like, I'm going
All
to
right.
sing her Dizzy tomorrow during class.
What?
Oh,
When I see her, and she's gonna fall in love with me.
Oh, no.
Well, I forgot. I went to a school where we would switch different days, different classes. So that day was PE I had with her, and we had to run the mile that day.
Oh.
But I wasn't giving up, guys, because I'm Mr. Romantic.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
seriously thought it was a good idea. She's power walking with her friend, and I'm literally behind her singing every word, every verse.
no.
Winded as heck, just like, and like a whirlwind, it never ends. And it's you, girl, making it spin. Did
you ever turn around?
Dizzy. And she turned around like 3 or 4 times, me looking back, obviously giving me the death stare. Like, what are you doing, dude? She's with her friend. They're trying to escape me, but we're on a track. So I'm just following her for a mile behind her. And, and I was just like, what, does she love me? Or like,
So
did it
it
work?
wasn't your first girlfriend.
No, that was not. No, it did not work.
Why do I feel like she PR'd in her mile that day?
Of 4th graders, that's a world record. So that would be it, I think.
Jose, you're a romantic.
I've
That's
always
sweet.
tried to be.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in, we're in the middle of Plead the Fifth Valentine's Day edition. I'm the last person to go, so Jake, it's my turn. What do you got for me here?
Let's do
Jeffrey,
this.
Okay.
in your time here, have you ever had a crush on somebody who worked on the show?
Ooh.
Or you can plead the fifth.
Oh, that's interesting.
Don't look at
God.
me, Jeff.
Oh my God, that's a yes. Look at him. It's
okay.
a yes. Just the way you laugh.
Which of the girls was
Look,
it?
That's been here a long time.
I should plead the fifth here.
Yeah, of course.
But
unless it's an
Who
ex-employee,
was
then
it?
we can
Okay.
talk about it.
Well,
On
it's been
the
a lot
show?
of years, so you guys
now you're filming, of course. So when I first started working on the show here,
Yeah.
over a decade ago, mind
Okay.
you, I had a mini crush. Very mini, okay?
Okay.
Or it's a micro crush
Who was
even.
Which means it's bigger.
On Brooke a little bit. I've never admitted this before. Okay, I've never admitted this before.
Hey, I thought you were
I've
just
never
somebody else.
Look,
Bro.
at the time,
Oh my
I
God.
keep it
you
in
didn't know
mind,
any better.
I'm a young buck fresh out of college.
Just like I liked him back then.
Exactly.
Jack.
Brooke has this reputation with the promo kids. I was part-time promo
she puts
kid.
out the vibe.
She
Yeah.
has this laid-back, carefree attitude.
Oh, the text board
She
is
could
going
take a
crazy right
joke.
now.
Okay, everybody, calm down.
Oh my God, the
You
world
just-
can't
And
believe
she-
it.
Hard to
I
resist
know.
this.
She met my minimum threshold of attractiveness, which was admittedly very low at the time.
You cannot insult her now,
This
bro.
is going
straight to her head.
I swear to God on my life, I would not think in a trillion years you
Me
would
neither,
say that.
dude. I thought it was somebody else.
I've never wanted to admit that.
Oh, does it feel good?
It doesn't feel. Don't.
I'm really flattered.
Look at
I
each
was in
other.
a low
Look
point
at
in my
it.
life at the time,
Attention.
Brooke. I was fresh out of college, sad, missing my party days.
That's how she got her
Good.
husband, so you're lucky you
Okay.
escaped.
Well, there it goes.
Jeffrey,
Wow.
you know, in a different world, it could have worked out.
No.
Wow.
I'm glad it didn't.
If only
God.
you guys could have a show or spend time together more.
Yeah.
Don't look
Oh,
too
isn't
much
that
into
sweet?
Yeah, it's not that sweet. It's kind of
so
sad.
cute.
From now on, the
Okay.
chemistry's going to be off.
So uncomfortable.
You just ruined the
Let's
show,
just
Jeff.
wrap up this segment. That
Oh,
was
yeah, let's just casually move on to
Plead
something else like that
the
didn't
fifth.
happen.
Valence.
Why would
I
I
regret
not
this now.
plead the
I should have
fifth?
pleaded the fifth.
Brooke's confidence is way too high now.
That was Valentine's
so
Day
much
edition.
better about myself.
Turn off her
calling my
microphone.
husband.
Scatter.
That was Plead the Fifth Valentine's edition. You can
Oh,
find it
man.
if you actually want to hear any of this
Oh,
crap.
I'm gonna play it again.
We're
I
gonna
don't
put
feel
it.
like we're gonna
Of
share
course
this a
you will.
lot.
Play it outside in the office soon.
No.
Of course you will.
Oh, God. It's on the Brooke and Jeffrey podcast if you want to, or you can watch the surprise video that Jake started
funny.
taking in the middle of the segment, which I'm sure he's going to post on our socials at
Yay!
Brooke and Jeffrey.
Do you like
So-
to see a bunch of red faces? Because
Oh my
that's what it is.
Thanks a lot, Jake. Now my life is over.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Text in to 78592 says, "Hey, that's my wife you're talking about." Uh-oh. Brooke, do you think this is going to make things more tense for you around the Fox household now?
Oh, I mean, you already look like her husband.
I don't mean this as an insult, Jeffrey, but I don't think he's worried.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like him
look,
for
I
Wish,
just,
Jeff.
I know the question was asked to me. It was
Yeah.
not asked to you if you
Yeah.
ever had a crush on somebody, but I
Yeah.
feel like the answer would have been slightly similar.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, mine was a mini crush,
Yeah,
whereas
sure.
yours was a
Yeah.
full-blown obsession
I
with the hunky young man who dressed as a half-naked Viking for Halloween.
that's
Yeah.
cute. No.
That's why she forced you to
Not
be your
really.
co-host on the
I
show.
mean, I think you've always been a really nice guy, sweet guy.
You see,
Yeah.
if you read in between the lines, you know she's trying really hard
Oh,
to
she's holding
downplay
it
it.
I
back.
feel bad. I
Oh.
wish I could, reciprocate, but I just can't,
She wants to
Jeffrey.
I know she
Yeah.
can't even talk right. Look at that.
You guys
Anyway.
can't see her, but she is red
You-
and
So
sweaty.
If you missed it, you can
Red
go
and sweaty.
check
So
out the
nervous.
video
I am. I
of our
just- I
Plead the
can't.
Fifth Valentine's Day week edition on our
Dude.
Instagram
That
and
was
our
so
YouTube.
fun, guys.
It's
That
Brooke
was
and,
awesome.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.